This is the Lord of Sin. Thank you very much for joining. Thank you very much. While I just set up the last tiny bit here, I apologize. Just grabbing some stuff. Trying to grab the link as I did yesterday. The way that it works. Come on. I'm trying to be faster than this. I normally like to have the link already set up, and this is one of those cases where it did not work out the way that I hoped that it would. But now that we're good to go, we're getting in there. We're good to go. Alright. We are live. I'm trying to get people on. Here we go. Yesterday was fluke or something. Alright, come on. Come on. Let's go here and go here. Go here. And throw that there. Okay. Just trying to get the last bit of stuff done. Here we go. Alright, sorry about that. Just wanted to make sure. So I wish I could delete the last couple of portions there. Just checking up on the last bit of messages here. I have to be able to change the thing. Alright, here we go. Alright, so this is the Lord of Sin. Thank you for the patience while I just got the last bit of stuff done. I will be doing this stream until it just goes. So what we're doing is we're going to be playing Middle-earth: Shadow of Mordor. I'm going to be doing a live stream walkthrough Let's Play. And I'm calling this Let's Play the Rogue Assassin Let's Play. And this is for Middle-earth: Shadow of Mordor. This is for the original version, but all tactics can be used for the Game of the Year edition, as well as all of the other smaller sub-areas, you know, the different things that you can actually do inside of the game at the same time. So just wanted to have that out there. So this will be like I said, a Let's Play walkthrough, but it will be a live stream. I want to be able to help people out and learn how to play the game. I have deleted my other previous saves, so everything's all crisp and clean. We're going to go ahead and begin, and we're going to go from start. We're going to go right into the story mode and go ahead and start at the very beginning of the game. If you have not played this game, everything that I also teach you will help you get the most out of the Nemesis system and be able to prep yourself so that you're ready to take on the sequel, which is called Shadow of War. Let me just make sure that I'm in the stream or at least watching the stream, so that I can make sure that the stream integrity is crisp and clear, something I did not do yesterday, but I want to be able to make sure that it's good to go. Okay, I'm getting a good audio feed here. And we're going to go ahead and continue on. Let me see here just what it's coming across as. Alright, well that's good there. And we're good to go. In fact, let me go here. Go this, do this last part. Alright, let's do this again. And, alright. So we're going to do story mode. Hey, thanks for the comment there, Shivel. I appreciate it.
It was here, on the slopes of Mount Doom, that the Dark Lord Sauron was defeated by a last alliance of men.
Can't say, but I wanted to stop and say hi. Thank you very, very much for your comment and for stopping to say hi anyway. I know you're a pretty busy guy. Thank you for the good luck.
While the strength of Gondor faded, the power and malice of Sauron grew in darkness. He has returned to Mordor. Shadow and flame have fallen on the Black Gate, and no mortal man can stand in its path.
Is a perfect swing for killing chicken. Wouldn't want to hurt you. I'll take a lot more than that. Dear Hyle, the mighty chicken killer. Come on. Come on. Show your father what you have, huh?
Alright, so I wanted to follow up. Shivel mentioned to me, you're going to hit triangle here to counter. That's the only button you need. When you see that prompt will save your life.
Stay alert, dear Hyle. Your enemy will not always be as he appears.
And you want timing when you hit.
Easy, son. You're not a soldier yet.
Like 1, 2, 3.
I'll have your guts. I'm all right.
Dear Hyle, remember your training! All at once!
So all I'm doing at this point is just going through and taking out these guys here to save my son, and making sure that I'm utilizing the counter button, which is the, in this case on the PlayStation 4, is the triangle button. I want to make sure that my timing for when I'm hitting is proper. So like I'm tapping the square button every time, which is the attack button. That's the button that I'm actually tapping with. Allows me to
Not orcs, they're oryx. Far worse. There's too many. Go find your mother. Go find your mother. Keep her safe. I'll be right behind you. Go.
memories.
Am I dead?
You are banished from death.
Those sequences are pretty wicked. Got my bouquet of flowers. Did not want to.
Dance on beaches in and forests, sleep in moonlit fields of you. May you cross another golden age, with preciousness free flowing, with halfling elves and dwarves engage, their wisdom on you bestowing.
Happy anniversary, my love.
Alien, this is beautiful. Where did you find it?
I still have a few friends left in Gondor.
Did you talk to my father?
Yes, I did. And nothing has changed. He's still very stubborn.
I say we go anyway.
Yeah, I will not come willingly.
There must be a better life than this.
Not now. But soon.
I'm just so tired of hiding here, Talion.
Shh. We must hide now, or we are both dead. Come on.
I should have left when we had the chance.
Don't move. I'll clear a path. I'm outnumbered. Stealth is my only advantage.
Stop! Dead dogs.
Put the sword down, Ranger.
The Black Hand wants him alive! Take her!
Sorry guys, I had to disconnect the second screen app.
Father! I'm right here, son. I'm right here.
We'll be together, my love. Soon. Forever.
Come back to me, Elf
See for yourself. Mordor.
Now, do you believe me, Ranger?
What has happened to me?
You are banished from death. Cast adrift between the worlds of light and dark. Curse binds us together within the walls of Ardar.
If what you say is true, then how do we break this curse?
We find the one who cast it on us. The Black Hand of Sauron.
This looks familiar.
Calian killed a nobleman, Yorith. His life now belongs to Gondor.
Father, if you turn my love in, I shall swear I killed Lord Asgon when he attacked me. We shall...
Okay, so this is the Lord of Sin. This is episode 1 of the Rogue Assassin Let's Play, which is a walkthrough of the Middle-earth Shadow of Mordor game that's currently available for PC, PlayStation 4, and PlayStation 4 Pro, Xbox One, Xbox One X. To my knowledge, I believe that's the only versions there are. This is the previous game to the now currently or newer released game that came out just this past October called Shadow of War, which bumps and massively takes advantage of the Nemesis system, which I'm about to show you and to take it full advantage of in this game all the way across the board. So we're going to go ahead, and I don't like to interrupt the storyline stuff, so hopefully that came across really nice. I do thank Shivel for the thumbnail work that he did. Unfortunately, I was unable to actually activate that thumbnail now, but it will be on at the end of the stream, so it'll be able for everybody to see the beautiful artwork of the thumbnail. I do want to thank anybody, if you like the video, then don't forget to hit that like button. This is a live stream, so currently I don't have anybody currently watching myself. I'm not even watching to the integrity of the stream, but I just want to make sure it's good. We'll be streaming for about 90 minutes. I want to thank Shivel for all his hard work as well, and we're going to go ahead and start. So, this is the Lord of Sin. Let's begin this season. Fast travel is now unlocked. Unlock Forge Towers unlocks Wraith Memories, which helps push the storyline forward. Then this new unlocks new missions, collectible locations on the map, and even Mirian. So obviously all of those collectibles you see, which are the little hexagonal white symbols, the icons, and then the Ithil, which are the runes that are on the rock, that actually they're like sorcery runes. That's the one that looks like an upside down, or looks like what a duck foot, pardon me, would look like. It's kind of an upside down crown maybe, or looks like a comet shooting into the sky. It's the one with little 3 prongs at the bottom, and you'll notice that near the top portion of the flickering lava. It's one of the blinking icons on the screen. Let's go ahead and continue out. Okay, we move forward, and then we hold X and move forward at the same time to jump off of the ledge.
So, we missed one of you at Narcos, eh? An easy mistake to fix.
Remember what I mentioned about the triangle and the square? He also has a bow. So I can enter ranged, for example. Hold down the L2 button while I'm doing this. Hold down the R2 button, which charges up my firing rate. And I'm just gonna block his stuff for a bit. Now I can also hold R1 to grab him. I can shank him in the back. I can move him around and use him as a shield if I need to. I can even take him to the edge right here and let go of R1, which throws him off. Anytime you throw any of them off a ledge, they die instantaneously. Doesn't matter who they are, captains or war chiefs or anyone else for that matter.
Go back to him.
We start learning some of our abilities that Celebrimbor, being bound to our body, provides us. I'm going to hold him like I mentioned before to interrogate him, and then I'm going to hit the X button to hold R1 to grab him, and then I'm going to interrogate him. Now he's going to give me intel.
What do you know of the Black Hand of Sauron?
He is a fiend, made of thin air.
What more?
Thanks for watching. Hey, I appreciate it. I saw it too late, my bad. I apologize sincerely.
For a keg of grog, to Gimu the slaver.
And he just gave us the name of one of the captains who will lead us to the person who killed Talion, and also was one of the people who may or may not have betrayed Celebrimbor in the first place. So this gives us an idea of how the Nemesis system works. These are the captains of Sauron's army. They appear as shadows because you don't know yet their identity. Press X. By interrogating enemies, you can uncover valuable information about these captains. We're going to learn now about an identity of this specific captain in the center. That is Gimu the Slaver, who we just learned about from the guy we just interrogated, the Uruk we just interrogated. We learned of his identity, and we can now try to hunt him down. His title, the Slaver, gives you clues about his role in the Uruk society. He's also a veteran captain, so we learned of his power rating, which is level 3, and it tells you roughly about how difficult he will be to beat. The power rating also determines the rewards we get from defeating him. Those rewards can include runes to upgrade weapons, and increasing our own power to unlock new ability tiers. This tells us roughly on the map where he is located and the mission that he would be that would activate him. The map and objectives show you where this captain is on the map. So we're going to mark him right now. This is the tutorial for it as well. So we're going to mark him right now and let this guy go.
That is where we have to go.
If one can trust an orc.
I apologize for such the lateness. This was supposed to happen a lot longer ago, about 2 hours ago. Then the tutorial for the missions explains that gold icons advance the story. Red icons display power struggles where Uruks compete for status. We receive power from defeating or interrupting in some capacity, however we choose to manipulate the system, right? Take advantage of the mission itself, which goes on whether we're there or not. As long as we haven't died. That's what I will explain. All of these things can happen all simultaneously, and until we die or we physically advance time ourselves, time doesn't actually continue on. So we can go to each of these things. White icons represent side missions and collectibles. The reward for those are Mirian, which is the currency in Middle-earth, for purchasing upgrades. So we're going to go to, we also have 2 available main missions right now: the Slaver, which saves humans trapped within Mordor to find black captains, and the Spirit of Mordor, which learns more about Uruk's society and to take down Sauron's army from within. So we're going to go ahead and continue on. Now we can look at Mirian. It explains these coins were minted by the elven smiths of Eregion, and Mirian became the currency of that realm, priced throughout Middle-earth. As with the Ithilden, which is the star moon, which they marked their doors, Mirian was wrought from Mithril, which they traded with the dwarves for. The currency would commonly be located between the races of such locations as the Market of Khazad-dûm, and to honor the dwarves, Mirian pieces featured Durin, the king of the dwarves, Durin's door on one side and its great forge on the other. In the Second Age, the Dark Lord Sauron relentlessly sought to start the destruction of Mirian, and now the coins we are supremely rare relics of a long dead kingdom of the Second Age. So there's that. We haven't discovered the other things here. There are people, so we can obviously, I'm not going to read every entry, I just wanted to kind of give an idea. This is our main character, Talion, who is a Gondorian ranger and then was slaughtered at the Black Gate. Because of that, he was banished and found his way bound to Celebrimbor, who had died in the Second Age as well. This game goes, as far as chronologically, falls in between Middle-earth, the Lord of the Ring, or the Hobbit, pardon me, in between the Hobbit and the actual beginning of the Lord of the Rings trilogy. That's his wife. This is his son. These are the Rangers of the Black Gate information. The Wraiths themselves. Restless spirits who are not allowed to cross into the land of the dead. We can actually do a special one of these days where I'll go into a lot of more depth on these. I'm a pretty big fan of Tolkien's Legendarium itself, and so we're going to do that. But before we go there, and before I look at the runes, I am going to go out to the main menu for just a moment. I want to change my skin because I want the skin to match the it's going to match the thumbnail for the video. So give me just one moment here. This is the skin we're going to use, is this skin right here. Okay, we're going to continue back. So thank you very much for watching thus far. This is the Lord of Sin for Sin's Arcade. And after the test that we did yesterday, that I did on my channel, I wanted to see how well this was going to work out, and it was overwhelming acclaim yesterday, and so people were requesting that I start a new video series, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. Let's take a look at the map really quick. Before I do that, if you look in our lower left hand corner, you're going to see the mini map. See how it revolves around me. I can set that up in the settings or not. I'm currently on top of one of the Wraith Towers. These are kind of like lookouts, as you would see in, say, a game like Assassin's Creed, for example, where you have to get up on the watchtowers to activate the area. Similar process here. Activating this opens up this whole area. I believe this whole area as well. So that's where the mission that we were going to go to is the Slaver. That's the one we were sent to. And then this one we have here is one of our challenges regarding the dagger that we have. The dagger covers all of our stealth kills. We do have a ranged attack with our elven bow for Celebrimbor, and then we have the the Urfael, the sword that Talion carries. So he has 3 different types of weapons: 1 melee, 1 ranged, and 1 for stealth. Hold on just one moment. Sorry, talking a lot makes it very, very difficult to speak long times without actually needing something to drink. So that's what happened there. All right. So we are currently watching, and I apologize for the like snicking of the teeth and the tongue, and I apologize for that. We're going to pull back out on the map. We don't have a whole lot of it open, but as you can see, there is the Spirit of Mordor, that second mission, story mission that I mentioned, and all of these other additional towers. We can go to at any time. You're not beholden to the area that you're stuck into. There is a Maku Blood Hunters. I have the Blood Hunter and the Flesh Burner free DLC that was inside the PlayStation Store. I used to have this game on Game of the Year edition on PlayStation 4 before, and I had beat it. I did not platinum it, but I was doing really, really well on it. There are other trials as well that we can take a look at eventually, and I will be covering covering series on, episodes on. This is your Sauron's army page, and as you can see, we have Gimub's the Slaver, the one that we already said we were going to go look after, per the storyline, and then we now have Ratbag the Coward. He's located at a story mission as well, but we're not going to go to that story mission. Notice it jumped over the people we don't know, so we're picking Gimub again, and you'll notice there's a lot of these captains all the way around here that we don't know anything about. Okay, we're going to come back out. We're going to take a look at our runes. And right now we have one rune slot available on each of our main weapons, the sword, the bow, and the dagger respectively, and we're going to add some. Now, because the game started out, I guess we started out with 2 additional runes, so we're going to take advantage of one of these we have Defiant to the End, which is never surrender, as you gain an additional last chance to return to the fray in combat against Uruks, and we also have 50% chance to reduce melee damage reduced by 50%. No, it does not stack with another Elven Grace rune. As great as that rune is, I think actually having the better last chance will do us even better early on. It gives us an opportunity to not die as fast. I'm going to try my best to not die and to show you guys reduces the focus depletion rate by 50%. Very nice. And to show you guys how you can advance through the game, immunity to poison, and a brutalized stealth kill causes additional terror. Let's do immunity to poison. Not that we're going to run into it right away, but it's good. Our appendices do cover the Ithilden that I mentioned, artifacts which we will find, different logs that we find different items and characters inside of the game. We also have our main characters here, the people of the game, the lore within the world of Middle-earth and this game. Visions are something completely different. We'll run into those as we play, and then we also have our basic tutorials and myths. So we have our counter, our ground execution, our stealth finishers, our tutorial missions, etc., etc. And we will cover these each and bit as we go along. Thank you for whoever's viewing. This is Lord of Sin. Well, thanking you very much for joining in to our Rogue Assassin Let's Play for Shadow of Mordor, Middle-earth Shadow of Mordor. I can't even talk today. So thank you very much for continuing the viewing. Don't forget, you can actually chat. I'm going to have my Discord link below in the description. Unfortunately, I'm still learning how to do streams from the PlayStation 4, so that is something there. Can I shoot this guy in the head? Bam, yes I can. Make them all happy, let them run. They don't know how he died, but he did die. So I can jump straight down with like this super crazy jump. I can scout around by hitting L1, which pulls up my Wraith Vision, and as you can see, I have a bunch of Uruks off to the side over there in a camp around a fire, a couple of them on patrol. I have other groups over here, and we can start leveling up. And then if you look even on the mini-map, you'll notice that there are a couple of colored items and designs. Those are plants. We're going to show you those because they're very important for some of the challenges, as is with the animals that we have here. If I hit the push in on the touchpad on the PlayStation 4, if you look off to the left, you're going to see what it says we're currently in the Udun foothills, and there are those different symbols for the herbs, those different types of herbs available, 7 of them in fact, in the area. Then we have a survival challenge to find 2 of those Nephrodrill, and then we also have a hunting to kill 3 spiders. We can step on them, we can shoot them with arrows, we can slice them with our sword. There's a bunch of, they're small spiders, they're not very big. So if you have arachnophobia, you don't have to worry too much about it. In the meantime, what we're going to do is we're going to start marking people. This green diamond, it gives us intel, which means that if we do not know a captain, which we don't know any of the captains besides the first two, we can find additional weaknesses about them. If I were to go back to the Sauron's army and look over here at Gimub, and then go to the second page by using R2, you'll notice that we don't have any information. But if we go to that intel and deal with the Uruk, if it's an Uruk that has the intel, or from a slave, or sitting on a desk, or you know, some wood somewhere, or on a table, I mean, we can grab it from a bunch of different places. So we're going to go ahead and try to grab the intel to find out more about Gimub the slaver before we move in to tackle him. If we do that, knowledge is power. It's going to give us an opportunity to find some information out and help overall. So before we do that, though, we're going to go and get our first collectible. And I'm choosing the collectible for a reason, because it's right here and it's easy to get. I have to go into the Wraith mode to be able to see it. If you stay in normal mode, you can't see it. Okay, so that gives us the first of the many runes that we can find scattered out and about. And it also shows that we have this is about the Ithilien, or called Star Moon, which are the runes carved in the living stone and the ruins of Mordor. They're relics of an ancient kingdom, invisible to all but the Wraiths and the Ring Wraiths. If we look at upgrades, you'll notice that we don't have any upgrades yet, but now we've actually got some money to start buying stuff should we want to do this. I will show you how to save your money to go to get the earliest things that you need to purchase, because you want to save your Mirian as quickly as possible so that you can take advantage of some pretty amazing things. So we're going to go out from here.
These are Gildan, Star Moon, forged of Mithril. They hold memories of the ancient past. The knowledge within may be fair or ill.
Alright, so waiting on them. There's a lot of parkour in this game.
If there's one thing I hate, it's standing around waiting for some bloodletting. Ranger, if you're out there, come and fight. I want a good distraction.
Pull him off and away. We're going to gain the intel we need from him. We're going to find out about Gimub the Slaver. Now that gives us all the information. So for this guy to really take advantage of the Nemesis system, he is damaged by combat finishers. He is damaged by ranged attacks. He has a hate of burns, but he's able to slay monsters quickly and can leap pretty far when he attacks. When he swings, he actually leaps forward, so he puts more of his weight into his strike to actually do some damage. He can also grapple, which means that he can swing us around by holding on to us, like we would right now, like we're doing right now, where we grapple on and hold on to this interrogator or this intel personnel. Then we can grab that information and go from there. Also, he is fearless, which means he cannot be terrified. He never actually flees, which is really good for us, which means he can stay, and we'll most likely end up just killing him anyway. So we're going to back out of it, kill this guy who gave us the intel, and get ready for our fight. I'll show you how to be a rogue assassin here. What I'm doing is I'm chaining attacks in. Oh, look.
Good fight since we killed all your brothers. Well, come on in. Show some guts.
I don't want anybody else interrupting us.
Step up, blood.
get some information from him. Let's gain some intel on a different captain. We know he is Stagu the Strong. He's the one we're currently talking to. Let's get some information on this captain, Pash Brawler. And now by getting that information from him, because he is another captain, he can, and a ranked captain, not just a worm, right? He can give us more information like the intel guys do. So this guy will deflect attacks. He's a fast runner. Go back to it. Sorry, I hit the wrong button. He's very bloodthirsty, but he has a fear of Caragors, Morgul flies, and is vulnerable to everything. And by getting that information, I'm going to leave this here. And I'm going to leave these until I need them. Right now, I don't need this. I really don't. I've got one slot currently on my dagger. And so this is not necessary. I'm going to leave it though. I will show you guys later on how to do it. We do have the ability to unlock one ability, so let's go ahead and do that. And for those options, we have an execution. When we hit, our hit streak is charged. We can use impact, and impact gives us some backwards stunning or blocking, knocking down. Basically slows down the flow of combat and prevents people from coming in and doing, I can stun them so I can do damage to them quicker, and it prevents everybody from swarming me all at once. Strike from above, which is for aerial takedowns, which is really, really good for stealth attacks too, and especially with having the high ground, which you want to have as a bit. Elven swiftness will allow us to keep to a hit streak and keep our hit streak going, while allowing us to move faster over obstacles and go from there. Detonate, which allows us to shoot fires or barrels and cause them to explode. We're immune to that as a Wraith hybrid, but it still can be dangerous. And finally, Wraith Stun, which stuns enemies, and then we can follow with a flurry of strikes by tapping the square button after hitting circle. So that's really, really good. I think, honestly, as much as I want to have that, I've already proven that, because that one we've already unlocked. And the last one, Ride Caragors. I think we're going to do this one first, because a Caragor can really make a difference early on. And if we get them, we can tame them and not have to worry about them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab them. Honestly, they're way more vicious than the captains that we're going to run into. You just take your time. This is not a game that you want to rush through at all. So we're going to climb up here, hit L1 so that we can look around. And there's that guy that's there. Watch, let's see if we can do this.
Someone's sneaking around. Stay on your guard. It might come back.
You want to try to change up your tactics sometimes too, just to make sure that everything's okay. There's another on the mini-map. You can see that we have
Did you hear that?
I just want to get some combat going.
All at once!
It's all about timing. All about timing. Let's go grab this. Oh look, it's a collectible. It's right over here. We're gonna go into our Wraith mode and pick it up. It's a basket fragment. We're going to use the right stick to maneuver the item in 3D space to look for a memory point. The closer as we get to it, we can hear it. How am I missing it? There it is. And we're going to hit square to play the memory.
Stop! Do not move! By order of Gondor, trespassing on the Morannon is punishable by death. Do not... The outcasts now send women alone to steal from us.
Do your worst, stranger, but I will fight.
You are but skin and bones.
I can still fight.
Gather what you can and run. Quickly, before the others see you. Shouldn't be led to starve. Quickly now. Go. Go!
So we can hear what the last memory that was actually attached to this item was. So we're going to come back out of that. And we can use these bushes, for example, to go into hiding.
Mordor, to survive this wasteland while we occupied the gate.
Yet they are not strong enough to survive the return of the Black Hand. Their only hope lies beyond the Mountains of Shadow.
If you look, there is actually a guy above us. But we can't, yeah, we can see he's right there. We can even call him down if we wanted. By hitting triangle. I keep calling him to see if I can get him to come down. Freak him out just a tiny bit. And we're gonna stealth kill him. That gives us some extra experience so we can level up faster. Because we are behind, we're starting the game out, we're going to go ahead and grab this first one because it's probably going to give us something anyway instead of leaving that as a marker. Because I'm not going to be playing like normal people probably would. Bare bones, 31% chance to get an automatic critical strike on the first hit of a hit streak chain. That's not too bad. This tells you about the runes, and we will cover those as we go on. This is the Lord of Sin. I just want to follow up with you and let you know that this stream was originally going to be a 90-minute stream. It looks like it's going to be a 1-hour stream. I just want to make sure that everybody's okay with that. The following streams thereafter will most likely be at least a 90-minute stream, I hope. And we're just going to go forward from there. Alright, so we're going to grab this intel really quickly. You want to stay away from danger right away at first because it can come back to haunt you otherwise. We're going to call him over here. Yeah, it can come down to haunt you if you're not careful. We're going to grab him and hide him behind these boxes where they can't see. And we're going to interrogate him since he has information that we need. Hey, Luis Gonzalez, 68, and one other player. Thank you for the new followers. I very much appreciate that. I very much do. So, we're going to go ahead and we have all of his information. He's gone, and we're going to grab his information. And because Azdush of Lithlad, Power 5, vulnerable to combat finisher and very clumsy. He hates lies. He is sneaky, so he can show up sometimes without anybody knowing about it, not knowing he's in the area. Heavy attacks, so he's going to be pretty good. I do love the models on these guys. It is just amazing to me. Amazing. Alright, so enough gushing about how great the actual graphics on this look for how quickly everything is. And his head is just rolling down. There it is. Okay. So there is no Karagor in this cage. Let's look around and see what we have. See those towers in the distance? I can grab those to get more information. I think that one that I just looked at, this one right here, I believe that was mine. The tower that I initially started with. But if you see these guys over here by the fire, I think I'm going to first stomp on that. Always be ready to hit that triangle button to counter. Oh, he got one hit on me.
He's been snared. Talk was too scared.
That's because I hit the interrogate button on accident.
I snatched that Uruk. Now won't you play? Keep it off balance.
Nice. Gave him a new nose. We get some experience, and we rank up pretty fast, and we get another spider. Let's see if we can run it over. I'd rather not use my arrows more than I have to, but I guess I'm going to have to because they're pretty fast. We do need health, so we're going to grab a plant here. Any plants you find you come across, you can pretty much do that with. We're going to go into Wraith mode so we can see the spiders better. Where are they at? We're probably going to find our other survival challenge for the other plant that we need in the area too before calling it quits on this episode. But I wanted to be able to catch up, get everybody like set in for how this series is going to go. I'm going to be teaching you guys how to do it. Now when I go into combat, it'll be quiet while I'm focusing. And by the way, that is one of our things that we need is up here. If you look on the mini-map, you'll also see that we can carry a trail so people can see where we have been.
When you stick a sword into something.
Yeah, I jumped in there really fast, hit square so that he, while I'm holding R2 so that they're happy. You're welcome, guys. Over here is this plant. This is the one on the mini-map.
Finally, I'm free.
We gained another ability point because we grabbed the survival challenge. As a matter of fact, if we can find some more spiders, we're going to gain one more.
I was coming back from a hunt, and I heard something weird. Well, what kind of something? It was probably just goons screaming their heads off.
Alright, I like combat. We're going to do one more combat, I think. Oh, that's it. They're all dead. Okay. Alright, so let's throw this over there. Sorry about that. This is nice. So I just wanted to get a nice warm-up for myself. And, ooh, there's some more spiders. Let's grab these really fast. Bing. And we got the hunting challenge. Just another one, just to be on the safe side. So there's that. We need to get some more focus, which we're going to show next episode. We're in Ungol. These are oversized spiders, intelligent children of the Spider Queen Shelob, who features also in the next game, Shadow of War. Alright, so there's that, and I'll leave that on the screen. If in case you wanted it, you could always just pause it and go back. We do have another upgrade, which we will discuss tomorrow as well, or the next episode, I should say, when we follow up for episode 2 of season 1 of the Rogue Assassin walkthrough Let's Play of Shadow of Mordor. Middle-earth, pardon me, Shadow of Mordor. In the meantime, that's what we're currently at. We have 100 Mirian that we received as a reward for doing that, and we can go back here and show that we have other things that are unlocked. We'll discuss those as well on the next episode, but this is the Lord of Sin saying I do apologize for the couple of quiet bits in the very beginning. I know people have been asking for this, so I hope that they follow up and watch it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and join our Discord. The links will be in the description for this video as well. We also have other videos, so this is not the only content we cover on Sin's Arcade. For the Sin's Arcade, for the arcade itself, pardon me. This is the Lord of Sin saying I will see you guys next time, and happy gaming out there. Be careful out in Mordor.